Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Mixed Doubles at the Pro World Championships. We're at the Fort. It's Terry Miller, the disc golf guy, with special guest Tyler Brickley. Tyler, we've got the mixed doubles and defending champions here, Madison Walker and Zach Melton from 2019. Joining them, our European contingency, Silver Latt, along with Kristin Tattar. You ready to take on the Fort?
I am so glad I don't have to take on the Fort, but I am super stoked to watch these guys do it. I think if anybody could give the defending champs a run for their money, it would be the Estonians.
They are incredible. They had just landed literally within the last few days before coming out here, not fully acclimated, and they're going to take on this brutal course. Again, we're here at the Fort, hole number 1. Right off the bat, I'm also going to give a big shout out to GK Pro for lending me their drone footage. Madison Walker's on the tee.
So talk to me about the format. Is this, what are we doing? Are we doing best shot? Are we doing worst shot? Or what was the setup on this day?
Yeah, this is great during first round. This is what they call a modified best shot. And what that means is any team cannot take 3 consecutive drives by the same person. So if they take, say, Madison's drive on 1 and 2, they have to take Zach's drive on hole number 3. So there is some strategy that will come in as to whose drive you may or may not take, depending if you're trying to kind of always have your option on the next hole. But that was a great tee shot there by Melton.
And does that only applies to the tee shots?
It does, yeah. Approach shots, putts, all of those, none of that matters. Otherwise, that's straight up best shot. It just comes down to the tee shots, and it's really a great rule, I feel like, that was implemented as we're seeing Kristin inbounds, so that one player just couldn't go out and sheerly dominate on any given layout. You know, you couldn't have a man or a woman carry the team with every single drive. I think it was a way to kind of even things out a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be super fun to watch. I'm also really excited to watch Silver. I'm not positive that I've watched him play yet. Of course, the other 3 I'm familiar with, but I've heard so many good things about his game.
Yeah, solid player. I believe he's at this time somewhere in the 10-10, maybe 10-20 range. So obviously a solid player. And Kristin's just off the front of the rim. Fair to say that Kristin kind of steals the spotlight between the two of them, doesn't she?
Yeah, especially, and this was before obviously the massive contract that she just signed. Congrats to her for that. But even then, yeah, Kristin has definitely made a name for herself. Oh, good try. So Zach and Madison looking to pick up a stroke. We're playing stroke play here?
Yeah, standard stroke play. Like I said, with that modified best shot, but it is straight up stroke play. Second round, things will be a little bit different. We'll talk about that when we get there. Here's Madison for birdie, but just short.
Man, I cannot imagine how that feels.
You've never missed a putt.
I've never, not from that range. No. Yeah, I just can't even. Wow.
Let's see if Zach can pick up the team.
Ooh, through the leaves. That was good. And they needed that one.
No surprise, Zach giving a little bit of a hard time to his own partner in Madison.
Zach's spicy. I've never had the pleasure, but from all the round coverage that I've seen, Zach knows how to have a good time with his card mates.
And Kristin's tapping in. At this time, Kristin was rated 962 at the time of this filming, which made her the 5th highest rated woman in the world. And here's number 2 from the long tee. Little water carry that shouldn't come into play. And then a little green behind it. And the OB is deep of the basket. If you go on the path and beyond, that is considered out of bounds.
This is such a fun hole. It frames up so nicely for an ace, which if you ace this, you're probably overcooked it a little bit, I would guess. You're kind of wanting to land and slide it up under the basket due to the OB behind it. But still, it just like calls for one.
You trying to spoil the coverage here?
That's when we see 3 aces. Like, wow, yeah, I really didn't know.
Not much to it, huh?
Sight unseen. I haven't seen any of this. I've barely even talked to Terry before, so this is all new to me. Oh, no.
And it stays up, still giving them a look. And just to clarify, silver, I just looked it up, 1,007 rated at this moment while filming this, and Zach rated 1010.
They both find that same tree. So, yeah, it looks like just outside the circle. That's a tough look, though.
I see her fully outstretched. Gotta generate power, which usually is.
No way. Look at Silver just hold his hands up like, yeah, okay. I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just head to the next hole. What a putt. Let me see if Madison gets big putted here. She's a pro. She can handle this. Oh, no. She did get it. She did get it. She's got a biker in the background.
That's faith.
She's got the latitude baskets screaming at her in Swedish. They're planning on only catching Kristin and Silver's putts from here on out.
Zach said he had to go get his putters. He had faith that Madison was going to make it. Now he had to go back to his bag and actually retrieve his putters.
Oh, no! Oh, no. That dejected walk. Now, what's the atmosphere like? Because on the one hand, it's mixed doubles and it's fun, and on the other hand, it's a professional worlds title that they're vying for. So, how would you compare this to the actual worlds competition in terms of the atmosphere?
Yeah, relatively lighthearted. Of course, you have your serious competitors out here. They're all trying to win. And some of these teams are so well balanced and evened out that I think are a ton of viable competitors. And what's unique about this is they're going to play 2 rounds in this one day.
Oh,
and
wow.
That's something that we just don't see as often as we used to. This is one of the few times our top level competitors will play 2 rounds of golf in a single day. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's pushing 100 and something degrees out there. It is disgusting.
Wow, Kristin backed off that one to get a better idea of what she wanted to do, and then just fires a laser down at that basket.
And one of the cool things we'll see between rounds 1 and 2 is they actually kind of switch up the tee pads for the rounds. Now, sometimes they'll play the same tees and sometimes they'll play different ones. But on this particular hole, they're playing the long tee at 516 feet. And so Silver trying to go the wide route, but doesn't really pan out to being much better. Well,
he had a ton of power generated on that. He's still looking.
I think, yep,
Oh,
he does. He does come back with the green.
There we go. That's a tough hole for a lefty. You're not going to have a upper 400 feet power, flick hyzer. So he's got to drill one down the center, but to keep it holding straight for that long. Interesting. Oh, so he's just using the Anheuser flex to work it over to the left side and then let it fade back towards the basket, but didn't get it turned enough.
No, and this puts an incredible amount of pressure on Madison. Of course, not only do you want a good shot, but yeah, for sure have to get it in bounds.
Come on, Madison, do it for America.
Who are you?
Beautiful.
Hit him. Stop.
And that is a great shot.
Wow.
I can't believe I did that.
When they needed it. Terry, if you and I were on a doubles team, who do you think would do you think would be the clutch, you know? Who do you think would be the guy, where it's like, oh, we've already used 2 of his drives. We can't use the third, we can't use the third one again, so we have to use Terry's drive. I mean, the other guy's drive.
Yeah, probably. Usually, most doubles, and now I'm sure you guys could put it in the comments, but more often than not, if you're playing doubles, the weaker player generally goes first. That's just kind of a general rule of thumb, because then the better player, the stronger player, can assess depending on the success. They could be either aggressive, or if they just need to lay it up or whatever, they're kind of reacting to what the first player does. But that's just one strategy that, well, most people use.
That's interesting. That's going to make me pay attention to Kristin and Silver over the next few holes, because I haven't been paying attention to the batting order. I'm curious to know who they would consider, if they both would acknowledge that Kristin's the stronger player, or
yeah, and again, I think with a mixed doubles, especially ones that are maybe dating, I think every dynamic is a little different. I just know if you go out to a course and you randomly play doubles, more often than not, I feel like the weaker player is the one that's going to go first. But that's just what I've grown up with for 30 years. So what do I know?
just 30 years.
So a couple of pars, certainly no harm done here. At 520 feet, slightly downhill, walking away with a pair of pars. Now we move on to the brutal hole 4, 530 feet. And
oh my gosh.
Exactly.
This is just one hole.
Yeah, and the next hole looks almost identical to it and is just as punishing. So
what the heck? I feel like the drone pilot's like the drone camera's gonna jerk back to the and like, whoops, I am so sorry everyone. We passed it like 200 feet back there. That's actually a great kick for Kristin. Kind of gives Silver the green light.
Yeah, he can certainly be a little bit more aggressive here.
So Kristin went first. Interesting. Just a data point. Oh, stay straight. Whoa.
A little bit on that left side. He's calling that it's a little bit short, but some pretty good distance and not a bad drive here overall off the tee of 4.
That corner is way down there. Oof.
Just a little bit early, and Madison's flips up and carries over. Now Madison kind of going with a open bag or a mixed bag at the moment in what she's throwing. Of course, we know that Silver and Kristin are Latitude sponsored, and Zach is with Dynamic Disc. Madison right now sporting the mixed bag. Nope.
That'll work. Up it around the corner. So now, yeah, Zach can try and really pierce one in there. Got stuck.
Yeah, and you'll see there's a few holes on this course that are just all about position, and there's only so much you can bite off if you're somewhat out of position. That one a little high on the right side. Humid, hot, disgusting, all words that I think almost every player would say when being out there. And then you're in kind of this sandy atmosphere. I know Silver and Kristin really struggled with some of their long travels and then getting acclimated to the weather. They were really struggling with it, and they were vocal about it.
What's the climate of Estonia? Does anybody know? Does somebody knows? Do either one of us know? Is
No.
it cold?
I feel like it's
I would kind of assume it's cold.
I feel like it's similar to, say, I was going to say Portland.
Is follow-up question. What is the climate of Portland? Oh, Madison. What a run. I would assume they're more, acclimated to colder weather. And then you
Well-
throw them in a sauna. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, my goodness.
We tried. Almost.
Those are
Not
great
quite.
runs.
We tried though for you, Tear Bear.
Zach,
Anybody else is filming? No way.
Thanks.
Wait up.
he says he wants the Sports Center moment, and then he was trying. We appreciate it, Zach. According to the internet, the climate is.
Oh, you've got the information right now?
I'm cheating. It's temperate and mild, characterized by warm summers and fairly severe winters.
Huh.
It's often breezy and humid due to the proximity of the Baltic Sea.
Oh. Wow. Thank you, Terry. That is very handy. I didn't know you could do commentary and Google stuff at the same time. You're good at this.
I wouldn't go that far. All right, Madison. She's in for the par. Again, I feel like maybe even holes 4 and 5, both are a little bit of bonus birdies if you pick them up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. There's even with the doubles team, there's just so many. That's such a tight fairway all the way around the court. Oh, and then that river is not very far behind the basket either.
No, and that will come into play, especially if you want to run out there and take a dip in the middle of the round, which a number of players did. As we head over to hole number 5. Hole 5 coming in at, this is the shorter tee at 450 feet.
Is this the hole that Germ threw in on?
Don't spoil coverage from 6 months ago, but yes.
I was going to say, wait, do you have that on like a future round upcoming?
Unfortunately, I don't. I think our friends over at Gatekeeper had that action.
So you don't have a throw in on this hole? Is what you're saying?
I didn't say we don't on this card.
Gosh, the Gatekeeper guys just have all the good stuff for this hole.
They do.
We don't even need to watch this hole. There's no throw-ins.
That's a pretty solid drive there by Madison.
That target. Was
Just
that
begging
target
to be hit?
Was it there during Worlds? Like during
Yeah.
the official Worlds competition?
Yeah.
Safe.
I'm sorry. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to go out on the dead limb that's stretched across the fairway right there and say that is a 1997 disc golf course feature. That is not a 2021 Worlds Championship disc golf course feature. There. I said it. It's out there.
Well, I'm going to say that Rob and Jade and the rest of the Utah team
Oh, here we go.
were incredible.
You got to humanize it. You know, now I can't. Now I like it. I can't say anything bad about Rob. Everybody knows Rob's a great guy.
I don't think. I mean,
Probably.
I don't know what you're gonna do.
I think I'm gonna do a putter.
It's
for-
targets on stuff. Need to be there.
A little deliberation with Walker and Zach. Now, and here again, I love the strategy. They got Zach going first. Maybe it's a more aggressive. Maybe it's not. I mean, whatever the case might be. But you see the teams talk about who's going first and for what reasons. There's a lot of strategy to that.
Yeah, and in the moment, oh wow.
That long?
In the moment, sometimes even the more aggressive play in a best shot scenario, you know, you might just be like, hey, this is the lower percentage, but I'm just like feeling it. You know, like he's standing over that shot and just like, I really feel good about this. Just let him shoot his shot. And in that case, now Madison's playing cleanup instead of the other way around.
Patent pending for Madison.
Oof. There are a lot of trees guarding this basket.
And these guys are struggling. They're still kind of on the short left side. If we were paying better attention, I think we would have seen that maybe Kristin was the only one that threw on this tee shot, because I think they were forced to take her shot.
Oh, because of the two, you can't take. So we've taken Silver's last two drives, had to take Kristin's on this one.
Yeah, I believe that was the case.
Yeah, so you get in a situation where if your shots are, they're both kind of good or both kind of bad. Oh, nice approach. You might choose one or the other person just so that you have a quote unquote free drive on the next hole. That's
Yeah,
a fun
exactly.
format.
Yeah, I think that was maybe
job,
first
Rob.
adopted in. No, I think that may have first come about in 2006.
I just want
Oh.
Rob to know I think he's doing a great job at this tournament. Oh, he's going for it.
Oh,
Skip good.
couldn't quite get the throw in,
Great par.
and incredible par there by Silver and Kristin, and we'll see the same out of Walker and Melton.
So still one down.
Yeah, both of them.
Five.
Big shout out, I mentioned earlier, but GK Pro, thank you for lending me and let me recycle the drone footage here. You guys did a great job. And now here we are, hole number 6, 324 feet. You see a lot of players go up into the left if they have the room and kind of take everything out of play on the left-hand side, or something that just pierces straight up the middle. Looks like we're going to get a low line out of Kristin.
Wow.
Get through. Ooh, I like
That was insane.
Yeah, a little short, maybe circle's edge. It's definitely a putt for birdie.
Oh. Is that? Oh, you got to get it up that high. Oh, wow. I didn't see that line.
Yeah, and I feel like most of the really successful shots you've seen were even higher than that.
Really? Okay.
That one worked out great by Silver, don't get me wrong, but I feel like a lot of players even go up higher.
Get through. Get through.
Madison's
Good effort there.
filters through for the most part.
This is a Melton hole. Whoa, he's flicking. Interesting. Well, there's another reason why I'm not a professional disc golfer, Terry. He's gonna park it too, huh? Yeah.
Not too bad. Yeah, inside 25.
Yep. That's Zach Melton and Madison Walker parked.
That's what we've been doing.
Maybe not on hole 1.
Yeah, this is maybe 25 to 30. No, okay, sorry. I see the whisker right in front of Madison, so it's right at 33 feet.
Okay. Oh, yeah, they're wanting some revenge though. They've had a couple putts get away from him. Madison just about did. Zach's gonna put this one right in the heart. Mark my words. If he doesn't, Terry's gonna buy you all a brand new disc.
Here's the jumper.
You just send your emails to, yeah, see? Totally. You really would have though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would have just called up my friends at DGA and had them drop ship them all.
We do have everyone and every disc golfer in the world's mailing addresses just on file, ready to go. Nice putt there.
Yeah, that star frame, pair of birdies.
Things are heating up.
Like it. Big shout out to my boys over at Pastry Dyes, doing some great work. And here's off the deck, so to speak, up on hole number 7, 345 feet. Clearly plays less than that because it's downhill, but there are a ton of trees in the way.
That looks like. Have you ever played this course?
I didn't. I would not say that I played it. No, I ended up walking it, I don't know, dozen or so times throughout the week, but I didn't actually take discs out and play this course. This course has only been in the ground for the last year and a half. Prior to this, I believe.
What did Kristin say there? Could we tell?
No, I mean, it's. Well, I mean,
You don't.
I'm not
speak
smart
the
enough. Yeah.
Okay. Somebody could tell. Translate and let us know.
No.
Did you, hang on, did you film Kristin's shot? Then walk all the way down? Wait. Where did the second camera come from?
There's been one the whole time.
No!
Terry.
Are you serious?
You will.
Yeah, here's Zach
Oh, you
telling me
on
to
this
get up
side.
on the deck.
left side. Come on.
There's
You got it.
two cameras this
People wanna
whole
see it.
time. Wow, I am so sorry.
No, pretty one.
Oh.
Zach was insistent that I come up there on the tee shot on the deck with him, and I said, no, it's too tight up there. And he's like, no, people need to see this angle.
And then he just cures
it. Yeah. Look at that. Right down to the catch cam. Ryan.
Shakes your hand. That's awesome.
She swore again, I think.
Yeah, can I have this footage and just go back through and add some? I'll add some audio dubbed over what we presume Kristen's saying.
Yes.
Wow, that was a great shot.
And with the park job, they'll pick up the birdie.
That's why you run up so quickly, huh? Just to just right.
Silver.
Yeah, I was trying to get out of your way.
Silver is making an accusation that maybe Zach ran up and helped push the disc a little closer to the pin. And there again, you hear the river in the background. Huge shout out to Disc Baron. Thanks for all the support throughout the years. And here we are on hole number 8, 310 feet. Tight gap to hit right off the tee. And then you play to this really unique, over this little bit of a protective wall, and then you play to an elevated basket. Certainly one of the more unique baskets that we saw out here throughout the week.
It's a great wall, great basket feature, Rob. It's just really well designed.
After Madison contemplated with Zach whether it should be the pink or the green one, she goes green.
Should have gone pink.
Better than everything yesterday.
Yeah, it fights out. It's definitely in the open. They're safe.
That's not okay. I was
that's long
assuming this is an
range.
island, so that's not out of bounds.
Correct. That is not
Okay.
out.
Okay, I got you.
So you just saw that Zach did not throw because they had previously used 2 of Zach's drives back to back.
Wow, that is
And same with Silver in this case.
wow.
So certainly that was coming into play. And that is short.
So that's not OB. That is just purely a hindrance. That wall
Yeah.
is just to keep you from being able to hit and slide up.
Yeah,
gotta get
aesthetics,
over it.
hindrance, whatever you want to call it. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was a great wall.
It's a great wall of the fort, China. Still working on the branding for it, but it is nice aesthetics.
That is within the circle, as you kind of see it there tucked behind the trees.
Silver's got game. It's been fun to watch him. He's got a really powerful backhand, forehand, good putt.
You didn't get it at first.
Couple really clutch approaches on the last couple holes as well.
Let's go.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh. Interesting.
Yeah, and he had confirmed with Madison that they were within range, and so he could be really aggressive, try to go for the long throw in without, worrying about going too far past.
Nice. She makes that look so easy.
She does, and that's a solid par save.
Mm-hmm.
Constant banter, as you would expect, with Zach.
Waving to the crowds.
We're going to move on. Hole number 8. This one at, hole 9, our last one of the round. 778 feet. This is a par 5. You have this first couple hundred feet, and then there is a Mando that we're about to dogleg around. So you have to go to the right of this tree, the one with the arrow on, and then you're only halfway through the hole.
Dang.
And so you've now got another 350 to 400 feet. And then eventually it'll sweep back down and finish off and to the right. And
Goodness.
yeah, this is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the par 5, 778 feet. Oh,
That is,
Let's make sure we use
Yeah.
yours.
you gotta laugh so you don't cry. This is on a hole this long with that much trouble. You just have to get out of that first gap.
yeah, and there's an out of bounds area on the left hand side, and
Of course there is.
yeah, and I think Zach is gonna at least
Oh,
flirt
no
with
way.
it. But if you miss, or if there's, I'm sorry, I think there's also, it's somehow relative to the Mando. They're gonna have a conversation about it in a moment.
Okay.
I think we've got that for you. It's kind of a goofy scenario where you can actually throw a terrible shot, but still then be granted a better lie by going right to the drop zone, which it's just kind of a weird scenario in that sense. And I think that was one of the pieces of feedback that they received.
It's not like a bad Mando, Rob. I mean, honestly, it was well thought out. It just,
Pressure with Terry's.
you can't do everything.
9. Am I just looking to see if it's an OB line or a Mando line, or like?
Yeah, I guess.
Because there's not any words right here. Oh yeah, no, the OB line cuts way back there.
Okay. And then connect and wraps around the
Well,
island.
I don't know. Y'all look at this.
What is blowing all over us?
God.
This is. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see the drop line.
No.
I mean,
We're on 9.
It should be like 1 meter, but they played the Utah Open and Auburn was.
If you cross over the Mando line, proceed to the marked drop zone. Yep, that's right.
awesome. Very good. Very good.
After you pass the Mando standard, OB rules apply.
Yeah. Make sure you tell Terry though that I skipped over a log the guy said to go out of bounds.
I mean,
So they finally got it all figured out as to how it gets played. And now we're going to go back to where we see Kristin and Silver playing their second shot. Clearly needing to navigate around the Mando is their first concern.
Oh.
Yeah, and that just unfortunately finishes a little bit strong. Here's Madison from the drop zone.
It was an amazing shot. Nicely done.
As my buddy Ryan kind of pans back to where the basket is still. Yeah, this hole is, and to be fair, we can see eagles here. Being a par 5, we see guys get to the corner and then throw a perfect second shot, but it takes 2 or 3 perfect shots to do that.
Yeah, this is brutal. I don't think I want to play this course anymore. I did for the first 8 holes.
Uh-huh.
And
And now
then
you're out.
Just now on this one, I'm like, yeah, this course is around here.
Quite the stark contrast from over at Mulligan's on the golf course, where there's, I think, less trees on that course than there are on this hole. That's a solid shot, yeah.
Silver, he's had at least a few of those. Just does what he needs to do with those up shots.
So that gives him, I think, a look at birdie. It's a par 5. That was their third shot. Here's Madison with what would be their fourth
Nice.
shot.
So they're going to say par, and Silver and Kristin will potentially tie it up to have us even after 9. Unless, but wait, wait,
There's more.
everybody, hang on. Zach Melton from downtown. Oh, wouldn't that have been amazing? Sports Center. You don't get on Sports Center for 190-foot throw-ins, Zach, but it still would have been amazing.
Maybe I did some math wrong. Somehow that turns out to be the par, and with all of that, there's no better way to finish up this front nine, saying thank you so much for joining. Make sure you leave some comments. We'll have some giveaways. Of course, Tyler, we're going to have the back nine here for round number 1 through 9. We see that Pierce and Coling are absolutely tearing it up through their front nine, and we'll see how things are going to shake out. We'll see you in the back. Sound good to you, Tyler?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right, we'll see you guys then. I'm the Disc Golf Guy. Along with Tyler, we're signing off.